Okay. Right, guys. So good morning, all of you. Right. So in the last on Monday session, we started database security. Okay. And we said authentication and authorization. Okay. Right. So now let me come out and authentication means we said to check out your user credentials, username and passwords, how to create it. Okay. That is authentication details are created by administrator. Okay. And the second one we said authorization. Okay. In this authorization, guys, here, okay, so whenever admin want to give permissions to users, so he need two commands here. One is we call it as a grant and a revoke, and these two commands comes under DCL language. Okay, commands. And what is grant we discuss, and syntax of grant. What is revoke, syntax of revoke. And your privileges we said, if you see the grant command or revoke command, giving privileges to user and taking privileges from user. Okay. So here what is privileges? And we discuss here, privilege is nothing but what now? Right and permission. And these are given by administrators. There are two types of here, system and object. And what about system means? System privileges is completely take over by database admin. And these are some examples of system privileges. Okay. And the system privileges, whenever you want to give the grant system privilege name to whom you want to give the username. And we discuss few things about that. Is that no? Right. And now today we will see the next one is what now? Object privileges. Now come back here to take side in object privileges. So these object privileges, guys, here, okay, you are giving by the two people can give it here. So I want to say like, okay, giving by. So both people like database administrators and also, okay, users. So user and database admin, the both can give it this object privileges to other users. Okay, right. The first of all, here observe how this object privileges means. There are four types of object privileges we have. One is we call select privilege. One we call insert privilege. One we call update. One we call delete. So these are the four privileges, whatever it was there. Select, insert, update, delete. These are called as a object privileges we called. So instead of that means whenever you want to give this all four privileges to user at a time, then you can use okay, we are using one keyword. That's what now? All keyword also I can use it. So when I use here all, it means that are you giving these four permissions at a time? Understand now? Suppose if you want to give individual permissions, you can give individually. Otherwise, these all four permissions I want to give at a time, I can use what now? All keyword. Okay, right. And the syntax of this object privileges. So what is the syntax here? Grant, and here we can say object privilege name. Okay, on. So I want to give your object name. On which object you have to give that object name and to your user. So to, okay, to whom you want to give your permissions. So that username, and my permission is object privilege. These are four types, either select, insert, update, and delete. So that is object privilege names. And which object, okay, either table or view or synonym, whatever it is, on which object are you giving here that object name, and to whom are you giving the username? Okay, right. So let me say I will show you in my first case, case one. Okay, database administration to user. So suppose database admin want to give some permissions to user, that's called object permissions they want to give, then how they can give it? Okay, let me come out and see, guys, here. Write down first of all. Okay, right. So first of all, come back to your database. See here, the first I'm giving to, I'm connecting with my system, and the password is what now? Tiger. So I need to set some sizes.
బాక్స్ పంపించేస్తా సార్ అంటే నేను ఆ టైంలో ఉందని చెప్పి చేస్తున్నాను సార్ అట్లయితే సార్ ఇక్కడ పెడుతున్నాను మీ బ్యాగ్ ఏమైనా ఉందా సార్ కింద ఉంది కింద పెట్టి చేస్తాను సరే సార్ అంటే థ్యాంక్ యూ
Nagbabu. Okay, right here. So here observe, in this, okay. So now we can see these tables belongs to system user. Okay, these all tables belongs to system user. Okay, right. Understand now? These all tables belongs to system user. Suppose in this system user, carefully observe, we are creating, that means system is created one table. So DEPT. Okay, this table I'm creating under which user? System. That means I'm the administrator now. So my role is what now? Admin role. So I connecting with my admin. Okay, user ID and password. So now I'm going to facing here admin role. Okay, right. So in these all, this table, whatever it was there, this all table belongs to admin. Okay, it's nothing but system. Now this administrator, he will create one table like, so department number. Okay, so now I want to take department name and LOC. Okay, right. And after that, into this, I'm going to insert some data. Okay, fine. After inserting, let you see guys here. So this is your DEPT table information. So now this table is belongs to system and system user or system admin table. Okay, because this table is created under system administrator. Suppose on this, okay, if I'm the user, suppose I'm going to as a user, so my DB 11 a.m. and my DB 11 a.m. Okay, so I connected now. Suppose if I want to access this, okay, so select a star from, and before that, I want to do one thing, because in this person, that means in this only, we have a, okay, what is that? Your DEPT table here, there, here, yes or no? So in MyDB 11 a.m. also, we have a DEPT table. Just check out, having or not. Yes, you are there. So that's why you will be confused here. So that what I'm doing here, I will create one new user. I will create it. Okay, right. I'm creating with the one more new user. So let you see. So create user, the user 11. Okay, identified by user 11. And to this user, administrator will give it here the connectivity permission to this user, user 11. And now he will be connected U11 by U11. Okay, the user 11 connected. And after that, can you see in this user 11, do have any tables? No, you don't have any table, right? But this user, he need to access the database admin. So administration, okay, or admin table, he want to access now. Suppose he want to call like this, select a star from DEPT and to execute now. Then what it was saying guys here, in this user, okay, the table or view, what is saying that does not exist. That means the which table are you retrieving here? The select star from DEPT. So which table are you retrieving here? So this table is not existing under which user database? User 11. And I said day before yesterday, every user is a one database memory. Yes or no? So in this user 11 database memory schema, there is a no table. Okay, but that means this table belongs to admin. The admin table he was going to be accessing here. Okay, but he cannot access. Okay, so how you want to access means now this U11 user must and should be required permissions. So which permission is required here? Admin permissions are required. So now admin permissions, how to will give it? Here observe. How we will give it means by using of the syntax grant the which object privilege this user wanted. Okay, out of select, insert, update, and delete. So that privilege you have to give. On which object are you giving here? That object name should be given and to whom it. Okay. So now let me come out. So this user now he was accessing this. Okay, but this table he cannot access now. Then what he will do, administrator here. Now again I'm connecting with admin, and now he will give it. What is here? Grant. Which permission he will give it? Select on which table? DPT. To whom? To user 11. So now we are observe carefully. Here admin was giving only the permission. Which permission? Select permission only was given. So he doesn't give it a insert, update, and delete. He was giving only select permission. Okay, fine. Let me see what happened. So grant is succeeded here. After succeeded, he will be call it now. So U11 by U11. Okay, connected. Later, he will call select a star from DEPT. What happened? Now he can access or no? Now we can access. So now let me try when I'm going to use this one, what it was happen here. So he cannot access. So why he cannot access, sir? Because here also same thing saying table does not existing, because it means what, sir? Okay, are you directly calling select a star from DEPT? It means what now? This DEPT, when it is belongs to user 11, then you can directly call it like this. When this table belongs to that particular user, when this table belongs to that particular user, then you can directly call like this. Okay, but yeah, the problem is what now? This table belongs to U11 or system. So he can't go for like, he can't go for that. Then what do you want to do now? So he was writing like select a star from the table belongs to whom? System. Then you have to take a system user referenced name should be taken. That means this table are you retrieval from which user? Okay, so system dot what now? DEPT. So now you are observed. I am calling my table with a grant permission of select a star from. If I use directly table name, this table belongs to U11. But U11 is not having this table, right? And this table he was accessing, okay, from whom? From system. So that's why the system references must and should be we need to take. So when I'm taking like a select star from system.DEPT, so that means this table owner, who is the owner of this table? System. So that means whenever you want to access the other user table, okay, then you must and should be take a owner name. Yes or no? So this DEPT table owner is system, and now we can see to executing. Yes, you got it. Your table successfully access. Okay, but he was only the permission of selector. But he was tried like, for example, he was trying insert into system.DEPT sending values 50 dba HYD. Okay. Let you try what it was happen, but here observe. I'm taking my reference name of your owner. So reference name of owner of this table I was taken, but still what happened? You can see if I'm giving this, what it was saying, insufficient privileges. It means that you don't have a permission here to what? To insert that data. Into which table? DEPT table. This table belongs to who? System. So user 11, he's trying to insert the data into other user table. But he can insert like this? No. So without permission, he can't do that. Okay. In the same pattern, if I do update system dot DEPT set LOC is equals to HYD, where DEPT number is equals to, suppose, okay, I'm giving here 30. But actually the 30 department number, location, what it was there? Chicago. So now I'm going to show, okay, updating as a Hyderabad. And let you see, this is also saying what? Insufficient privileges. So that means you don't have a update permission also. Then let you try here, delete from system dot, and what is your table name? DEPT, okay, and where DEPT number is equals to 10. So now what user 11 is going to do, he was trying to delete your record from the table DEPT. But let what happen, you can see it is also showing insufficient privileges. So now tell me guys here, this user 11, he's having only the privilege of what now? Select only. So that's why he can access your data, but he can't insert, he can't update, he can't delete, because these permissions are, this user 11 is not having here. Okay, now, so now those permissions, when admin want to give it here, how to give it here? Again, you have to go with the administrator, so system, and go for Tiger, and now he will give it now. So grant, for example, insert comma, what is this? Update, okay, to whom? Sorry, on which table, in which object? DEPT, to whom? To user 11. So now this time administrator was giving how many permissions? 2 permissions, insert and update, but he was not giving the permission of delete. Understand now? Let you try now. So now previously, whatever we inserted now I'm going to insert what it was happening, you can see. So later I will connecting with my user 11. Okay. Oh, sorry. So connecting with user 11. Okay. I connected, and after connected, now you can see I'm going to insert this record. Now tell me, now user 11 can insert the data now. Yes, because already this permission was taken already. So now he will say one row is created, and that one row is created or not. Do you want to see this? Okay. Now you can call here. Okay. 50 DBA Hyderabad successfully inserted. Yes or no? Yes, we inserted. In the same pattern, let you come out and see your update command. So whatever the update command I said here, okay, so that I will take it now. Okay. And in place of 30, I will say 50. In the 50, I will go for what now? Pune, and where department number is equals to 50. So in this case, what it was happen, you can see guys here to execute. So 50th record location is what? HYD, that I want change as Pune. Let me see what happened. One row is affected, and after affected, you can see successfully data was changed. Okay. But now he was trying here. What is that? Delete operation. But still you want to try delete operation. What it was happen, you can see. Can he delete it? No, because still he don't have a permission of delete command. And it was saying what? Insufficient privileges. Suppose delete command permissions also he wanted. Then again, you want to request to administrator, and administrator will give the granting permissions. Okay. So grant, which command? Delete. On which table? DPT. To whom? To user 11. Again, the user 11, he was going to be connecting here, U11 by U11. And now we can come back and see. So now he was trying to delete now the record. Okay. So now I'm passing here 50 and see one row deleted. And after deleted one row, let you call your table, select a star from system dot DEPT and execute now. So 50 record deleted. Yes. So now what it was happened here. So now this user U11, now we can go to perform, select, insert, update and delete. So all operations they can perform now. Yes or no? Now, but suppose these all operations, either one by one, otherwise all operations at a time you want to cancel. That means permissions are taken back. So how to taken back here? Again, what he was going to do, administrator. So he was connected with his username and password. And after that, he will say what? Revoke. Okay. So revoke. So in case revoke, if you want to specific one means you can give like this. Okay, which one you want to cancel, either selector, insert, update, deleter, whatever it is. For example, if you want to cancel all permissions of your user 11 user or user 11. So now which keyword I'm using? All keyword. So all, revoke all on which table? DEPT from who? The administrator is taking permissions from user. Okay, which permissions? All permissions. All means what now? Select, insert, update, delete. Okay, let me see what happened. You can see. So revoke is succeeded. Understand now? Yes, fine. After succeeded, let me come out to connect with your user U11 by U11. Okay, then he was try select a star from system.dept. Now tell me, can he access? No. Why? Because here all permissions I said no. All means including select also. So now he was trying again. So what happened? You can see what it was say. Table or view does not exist. Is it clear now? So this is how admin is giving permissions to user. This is one case. Okay. Now another case we can see. Case 1, admin to user. Next, case number 2. Case number 2, what I'm saying here, user to user. Okay, because here what we said, object privileges are giving by how many people? Both people. That means admin can give it and also user also can give it. Okay, so now admin to user I discuss with you. Okay, now I want to go for user to user. Concept understanding now? Now the second case is what now? User to user. First case, admin to user. Second case, user to user. Okay, right. So now here observe. User to user, how you will be? Here observe. Again, I will go for with my admin and I'm creating one more user. So user number 12 and identified by user number 12. And to this user, again, he will give it a connectivity permission to user number 12. Okay, that's carefully observed. So now the both people are there. U11 by U11, user 11 is also there. But in this user, if you want to check your tables, nothing. Okay, there is no tables in this. In the same pattern, the user number 12, you can go to check it out. So he's also connected. And when he was called tab list, he is also not having any table. So now carefully observe. So both users are not having any tables in their database memories. Okay, right. Let me see what it was happened. Suppose administrator will give it the permission, system and tiger, and he will give the permission grant, okay, select on DEPT to, okay, to whom? To user 11. So again, he will giving the permission. Now carefully observe. Select permission, administrator was giving select permission on which table? DEPT table. To whom? To user 11. Okay, that's fine. So now user 11, he will be connecting now. So U11 by U11. So he was connected. And after connected, he will call. How to call? Select a star from system.dept. Yes, he can access now. So now tell me, user 11 having a permission to see the table data. To see table data. Yes or no? So now he have this permission. Now this user 11, what he was going to do now? So now he will give this permission to another user. So who will give now? User 11. User 11 is giving same permission which was given by admin to user 11. The same permission user 11 is giving to user 12. So is it possible or not? Can you check first? Okay, already I connecting with my user 11. So now he will give it. So grant, what do you say? Which permission? Select on which table? DEPD table, because he is also taking same DEPD table now. Yes, but the DEPD table belongs to which user? System. So he was taking system compulsory. System dot DEPD to whom? To user number 12. Understand na? So here a hierarchy, simple hierarchy follow. So first hierarchy what? Admin. Admin is giving permission to whom? User 11. Now user 11 trying to give permission to whom? User 12. There is no confusion in this. So administrator which permission was given to user 11, the same permission user 11 tried to give user 12 also. But what happened? You can see. Okay, fine, sir. Let me see. I'm going to execute it. User 11 is executed here. What happened? You can see. What happened? Insufficient privileges. That means user 11, he can't give a permission to user 12. Okay. So then how, sir? Okay, here is you are saying, what is this? Insufficient privileges. Here, careful observe, very important point. What is that? When admin want to give user, there is nothing problem. Directly admin is giving permission. But when user want to give permission to another user, okay, so first user want to give permission to second user, the first user should take permission from admin with the grant option statement. Which option statement? With the grant option. Okay, so here the question is what now? User 1 want to give, don't write, observe, give, okay, permission, okay, to user 2. Okay, otherwise your user 1 means who is this? User 11. Okay, user 11 want to give permissions to user 12. Okay, user 12. Okay, user 12. Then user 11 should take permission. Okay, should take permission from database admin with what statement I said? With the grant option statement. With the grant option statement. Okay, now. So now this point should be remembered. Okay. So user 11 want to give permissions to user 12. Then what user 11 want to do? User 11 should take a permission from admin with what option? With the grant option statement. Then only user 11 have a right to give permission to another user. So here the point is here with the grant option statement. What, sir? So this statement, what it was telling us means when I want to take permissions with the grant option statement, then that user is having the privilege to give same permissions to other user. So whenever a user want to give permission to other user, then first user must and should be take the permission with the grant option statement. Then only the user can give permissions to other user. But can you see in this case, in this example, here, administrator, whatever he was here, he was giving grant select on DEPT to whom? User 11. But whenever he was granting the permissions on this table to user 11, here he was administrator is using any with the grant option statement? No. He was using here. Using here. Tell me here, using here. No. What happened here? Climate acha hai bahar. Be active. So now you are observed. Here what it was happened? So system user is giving granting permission on this table to user 11. But whenever he was giving permission to user 11, he was using any with grant option statement? Not at all. Yes or no? He was not using. So that is the reason what happened. This user 11 unable to give permission to user 12. Understand now? Now the same scenario, let me see what I am doing now. So connecting with the system and observe tiger. Okay. So first he will be revoking. Careful observe guys. Revoke which permission? Select on which table? DEPT from whom? User 11. So again he was cancelled. Whatever the previously was given, that was cancelled. And now he was giving freshly. Okay, grant what? Select on which? DPT to whom? To user 11. And what I'm saying here, with the grant option. Okay, now, and now carefully observe. Now this time, system administrator is giving grant permission on so-and-so table to user 11 with what statement? Grant option statement. So let me see what happened with the grant option statement. When he was getting the permissions, when user 11 is getting permission from admin with the grant option statement, then what it was happening, you can see the grant is succeeded. Let me come. So connect U11 by U11. Okay, fine. He will call select a star from system.dpt. He can access because he got a permission now. Yes or no? Yes, we got a permission. So he can access. And now this time the same user 11 he was granting now. Careful observe. Grant select on which table? System.dpt to whom? To user 12. But previously was try this. What happened? Insufficient privileges. But now he was trying now. What it was happening, you can see that I'm going to executing this one and say yes. You got it? Grant succeeded? Yes, sir. So now tell me, to user 12, this permission given by admin or user? User. Who is that? User 11. So user 11 now granting the same privileges. Which privileges was taken from admin? The same privileges only he can give it. But other privileges he can't give it. Okay. So now select. Grant select on system.dpt to user 12. Okay, grant succeeded now. Now let me go. Let me go user 12 now. User 12, user 12. Okay, he was connected. And now he was calling. Select a star from which table? System.dpt. Let you see what happened. He can access or not. Yes. Okay, he will access here. So now this is what now object privileges. Okay. Database administrator to user is a one type of case and user to user. But whenever you want to give user to user, compulsory, the first user should take a permission from database admin with grant option statement. Then only that user have a privilege to give the same permissions to other users. Understand? This is the concept of your object privileges. Are you clear? So now, next one. These are users. Suppose you are observed. Sir, I want to see these all users. Okay, if I want to view it, then yes, you can see it like this. Connect with your system admin. Okay, and now there is one dictionary is there, one data dictionary, desk, and the data dictionary is called as what now? All underscore users. So this is one data dictionary. If you want to see how many users are there in my Oracle database, and you have to use this all underscore users and see in this, we have one of my column username. These are the table structure, but one of my column is what now? Username. So this username you have to call. Select username from which table? All underscore users. But this all underscore users data dictionary, where you want to use? Under system. Why, sir? Why? Because system user only created your users now. Yes or no? Administrator only created users now. Yes. So that's why you have to see like this. So whenever you want to write, select username from all underscore users data dictionary, let you see how many users are there in this. Okay, now these are the so many users. SYS. These are what? By default users. These are all. And we are created our users. MyDB 11 AM is we created. MyDB 2 PM is we created. Vijay we created. U1 we created. And latest what we created? User 11 and 12. So that means total how many users present? 43 users are there in my Oracle, including system defined also. System defined users also. Okay. So MyDB 11 2, Vijay, U1, U11, U12. These are, we are defined. These and above, these are all are coming with your system software. That means your Oracle software. Along with Oracle software, the above users automatically come out. Those are called a default users recalled. Okay. Now, okay, sir. So now I can see my all users details like this. So now these users, when you want to drop, then how we can drop here? Drop username, for example, U11. Okay, U11. And here I'm using cascade. It's a one predefined statement. So when you want to delete a user, we should use a cascade statement. So now let me see to executing here. User is drop. Okay, which user drop? User 11. So like this, if you want to drop another user, user number 12, and go for your cascade and to execute drop. After dropping, let you see these two users are, I successfully drop or not, you can see. Yes or no? Drop now. So now present we have here how many? 41. So 11 to Vijay, U1 is there. Okay now. So this is how to see, how to view users and how to drop users. So here one point should remember, what we did in this session means how to create a user, how to give a permissions to the user, system and object. Later, how to see my users details in my Oracle, and finally how to drop. So that are 4 actions we perform: creation, permissions, and what next? Seeing that all users, and finally dropping the users. This is user concept. Understand now? Right. So next one, that all I was given in the notes. Okay, don't worry. Next one is called as what now? Role. Take siding. Okay, right. So what is role and how to create these roles in our database? Okay, observe. Role is nothing but, guys, here, role is nothing but giving some set of privileges. Okay, I'm writing now. A role is nothing but, okay, set of privileges. Set of privileges. A role is nothing but, set of privileges. Set of privileges. Okay, no? Right. And these roles are created by, who is this? Database administrator only. So these roles are created by, who is this? Database administrator only. Okay, now. Now the question is, sir, why we want to create a role? Okay, why role? For example, okay, so where we want to create, why we want to create, okay, so this kind of doubts are coming to us. Okay, so basically roles are created. There is one reason is there. What is the reason? Observe. For example, are you working in a companies? Okay, so one X project are you developing now? Your project name is what now? X. So one client project we taken, or your company was taken here. The project name is X. So this project to development purpose, your company people or your project lead, okay, or your manager, what he was going to do, as per the company's strength, okay, how many employees are there in the database department? So those employees will be divided into some teams. Okay, now? Suppose my company is having total 10 database developers are there. How many developers? So there are 10 database developers working in my company. And I am taking one project from the client. So this project development purpose, I'm using how many people? 10 people I'm using in my company. Okay. Then the project manager, what he was going to do, these 10 people, first he will be divided into some teams here. How he was divided teams means it's a based on your project. Okay. First of all, before you want to divide the teams, first of all, the project manager is going to be finding how many modules are there in this project. How many modules? Suppose in this, there are 3 modules are there. Module 1, module number 2, and module number 3. So in this X project, how many modules? 3 modules are there here. Okay, assume that. So now what happened? Okay, 3 modules are there and total strength 10 people. Now the project manager, what he will do for this project module 1 purpose, he was taking one team, the team number A, and in this he was taken the users are, for example, 3 users. So A team is having how many developers? 3 developers are there. Okay, now fine. So next module number 2 is assigning to another team, the team number B. In this, they have here the 4 developers. In team B, 4 developers. And module number 3, the project manager assigning this module to another team, the team C. In this, they have here 3 developers. Okay, so that means finally, I have a project. The project is having how many modules? 3 modules. And each module is assigning to some group of employees. Now clear now, all of you? Yes or no? So now that means module 1 giving to 3 people, module number 2 giving to 4 people, module number 3 giving to 3 people. Okay. So this is the distribution. The project will be divided like this. Okay, fine. So now tell me, it means that these 3 developers who are there here, these 3 developers are working on same module now? Yes or no? Yes. So these 3 people working on same module in the same project. Clear? Same module in the same project. Project also same, module also same. So these people are 3 people are working on that. Okay. Suppose these 3 people, as per their work, these 3 people need some permissions. These 3 people need what now? Some permissions. Suppose these 3 people need which permissions? For example, creating synonym permissions they wanted. Creating which permission? Synonym. And one more is there, creating view permissions. So the both permission, that means synonym and view, these 2 privileges are wanted. How many developers? 3 developers. And the 3 developers are working on which module? Same module in the same project. Okay. So then what the administrator will do? So the set of privileges, when they want to assign to the group of users at this moment, on that group of users, they will created what now? Roles. What they created? Roles created. For how it is. Now see. So these people wanted, create synonym and view. So that means the administrator will created one role, R1. This R1 role, is nothing but which permissions? Set of permission. Role is nothing but what I said. A role is nothing but what I said. Set of privileges. Now R1 I'm creating. Role 1 I'm creating on which privilege? Create synonym, comma, create a view privileges. So that means here R1 is nothing but how many privileges? 2 privileges. Create synonym, create view. And this R1, next to what I'm doing here, this R1 I'm assigning to this people. This people means how many people? 3 people. Then tell me at a time, these 3 users will get same privileges now? Yes or no? Okay, now same privileges now. Yes, it means what now? Here R1 is nothing but what? Create synonym, create view. So the both the set of privileges or group of privileges I'm assigning to the group of users with the help of roles. So like role 1 I created for these guys, like a role 2 I'm creating for these guys, for role number 3 I'm creating for these guys. So different roles I can create, like number of roles I can create based on the group of user what they wanted. Okay, now so in this cases roles are helping us. Okay, so that was created by who? Administrator. Now tell me, roles whenever I want to create means when we want to give set of privileges to set of users. Simple point. Some group of privileges when you want to assign to group of users, then we create a role. Got it my point? Yes or no? Yes. What I'm saying here, role when we want to create a role means when we want to give some group of permissions to group of users. Okay, then we require what now? Role creation is better. Okay, that's what we can go to create what it is role. But how to create it, sir? This role means there are 3 steps mechanism is there, guys. How many steps? 3 steps. First one, create a role. Create a role. This is first one. So what is the syntax for this? What is the syntax for this? Create role and I have to give my role name. Step number 2, what I'm saying here, granting, okay, granting system or object privileges to role. What is the syntax here? The syntax is grant a system or object, okay, privileges to my role is what now? The role name you have to assign. Step number 3, now assigning, okay, assigning a role to users. Here multiple users. So how you need to assign means again you have to go for to use what now? Grant. And now here which role? The role name. Okay, 2 you should give it what? Users. Okay, user 1 comma user 2 comma user 3. Okay, like this you have to assign here. So these are the 3 steps, guys, here when you want to prepare your roles. Right on. Okay, complete. Okay, right here. So the same steps I'm just following here. Observe. Come to your database now. The first connect with your administrator. Observe, guys. Okay. Now he will create a few users. Create user. User 11. Identified by user 11. Same to same. He will create one more user. User 12. Identified by user 12. Same to same, one more user. User 13. Identified by user 13. So there are 3 users successfully given, and later administrator will give to you. Okay, so here observe. So these are the 3 users. After 3 users, this 3 users, suppose you want to try to user 11 by user 11. So he was unable to connect. And next, one more user is try was here. User 12 by user 12 is also unable to connect. And the next user, who is this? User 13 comma user 13. So he is also unable to connect to your Oracle. So the 3 users are not having which privilege? Connectivity privilege. Yes or no? Suppose, let me see. Suppose I'm creating that. I means administrator. Now I have to connect here. So who is my admin? System. So admin connected, and he will create some role. So create role R1. Suppose my role, first step is what now? Role is created. First step. Second step, what I said, I want to give granting permissions to R1. Now, how I want to give it a grant? Which permission? For example, connector to whom? To R1. Oh, spelling wrong. Connected to R1. Okay, now right. So admin created a role. His name is R1. To this R1, one of the system privileges assigned connected to R1. So now third step is what now? This connectivity privilege which is assigned to R1. This R1 I want to assign to users. Now how it is? Grant. What is that? R1 to whom? Users. Who is this? U11, U12, U13. And now execute. So now tell me, these 3 users are getting which permission? R1 permission. R1 permission is nothing but what? Connect. Simple, understand na? So now let me see these users connect. U11 by U11. Now he connected. Let you see connected. Now next, U12 by U12. Can he connected? Yes, he is also connected. Next one, U13 by 13. Can he connected? Yes. So the same privilege I'm assigning to how many people? 3 people through R1. This is what the roles, how administrator will create it. Understand now? Yes. So this is what we called as. Okay. So now here observe. This is what we called as a database security. So complete your security levels, how to do. But carefully observe. Finally, the conclusion is what now on this? This, whatever we discuss now practically, these things are developers or users cannot do it in real-time companies. So these things done by only administrators. This is a topic which related to admin, not a developer. But now why I'm showing this one means you can understand that security, how it will be providing. Let you see how much security. User creation after connectivity purpose, permission. Creating table purpose, permission. Utilizing memory purpose, permission. To do insert, update, delete purpose, permissions. Yes or no? So like this, each and every step, whatever we want to do or perform, for every step, we need a permission. This is called a step-by-step security. So relational database management systems, Advantage is what now? How the security will be provided? Step by step. For every step, whatever we need to perform, for every step purpose, we need to take a permissions. That is the reason RDBMS databases are highly secured. Is a highly secured. Okay, I'm not saying that some low or middle. It's a high level security. Why? Because every step and step you need a permission. Without permission, you can't do anything in the databases. Okay, right. So that is what security levels. Now, but here observe in this SQL, the total sub languages we discussed. Can you remember? First one is what now? DDL, DML, DQL or DRL, TCL, and DCL. These are the total 5 languages what we said, and the 5 languages are we completed. Okay, but in this 5 languages, you should remember that, okay, the first 4 languages, DDL, DML, DQL, TCL. So these languages are using by, who is this? Developers. So developers means which developers? .NET developers, Java developers, database developers, okay, Selenium people, UI people, anybody they can use. Okay, but DCL language commands are using by only database administrator. This is the classification was given by people. So which language commands are who will use it? But you observe, developers are, they don't have a rights to use what? DCL. Suppose you are a Java developer, you don't have a right. If you are a database developer, even though you don't have a rights, because these rights and permissions are given by only one person. The person is called as a administrator. Understand now? So that's why if you belongs to Java student, if you belongs to Java, .NET, Python, or else a UI, or else a Selenium, or else any Power BI student, anyone, so they need a good knowledge of these 4 languages, guys. Okay, na? But this knowledge is not enough. This is not required for you. So, but these 4 languages are compulsory. Should have a good knowledge. What is DDL commands? How it was working? What are the DML commands? How it was working? What is DQL? How it was working? And what is TCL? How is? So these 4 languages, you people, whatever I said, except DBA people, remaining any course student, they can focus on these 4 languages, except the DBA person. Suppose you are trying to searching a job, Oracle DBA side, database admin side, then you need this one also. But you are not trying admin side, you are trying programmer side, developer side, testing side, then you need this 4 language knowledge, compulsory, mandatory for you. Okay, this is who will learning. Administrator people wanted this security mechanisms. Okay, but still in our course, okay, what is what? Okay, that's why I'm showing this DCL language commands, how it was working. Clear now? Now clear, guys. And the next one is, the next topic, text editing, synonym. Okay, right. It's one more new topic in our SQL. Okay, synonyms. So basically, synonym is nothing but what sir means. Okay, synonym is also called as, guys, here. Okay, it is a database object. Okay, it is also like a, okay, database object. Okay, and which is used, guys, which is used to create a permanent alias name for table, view, okay, procedure, etc. Procedure, etc. Okay, right. What we said here? This object we are using to create what now? A permanent alias name for table, view, procedure, etc. Here the point is observed. Already in the early classes we discussed what now? Alias names. How many ways? How many ways we can create aliases? Two levels. One is column level, table level. Okay, so column level aliases and table level aliases. So that how to create it, how to use. We discussed so many examples, joins, subqueries, so many. Yes or no? But there we said, whatever the alias name are you created on a table, that is what I said, temporary names. Temporary names just for calling purpose. But I can't do insert, update, delete, these kind of operations we cannot perform through that. Okay, because those are just for temporary and just a reading purpose. Select command only we are using mostly. So now we are observed. Synonyms are what now here? It's called as a permanent alias name. So that means once you created a alias name on a particular table, that name will be saved under database memories. Saved under database memories. Okay. So whenever the name, on which name are you created your alias, on which object, on which table, so that name will be saved under database. So that's the reason synonyms are called as what I said, permanent. So whenever you are anything, whatever it is, it will be saved under database, means it is called what? Permanent storages. Understand now? So this is what. And these aliases, even though we can say it is, okay, it is a alternate name for table. Okay, it is a alternate name for table. So alternate means another name. Okay, so sometimes even though we also having some names, yes or no, alternative names also there. Okay, now so now, so synonym, how it was working means it was working like a alternative name for your table. So table, okay, even though we can say view, okay, procedure, etc. Okay, now so now suppose your advantage and why, sir, why this alternative name I need to create? Why this permanent alias names we need to create for your table? Because already table is there. So table I'm using, select a star from EMP, update EMP, insert EMP, delete EMP. I can do my works. Okay. Then why are you creating aliases? Why are you creating this alternative name for your table? So this kind of doubt is coming to you. And if you go to interviews also, the people are asking, when I'm doing my operations through my directly table name, then why should I want to create again alternative name? This kind of doubt is coming now. Yes, definitely. So here reason is what? The reasons I'm telling, that is called as a purpose. The purpose of synonym, why should people want to create? Okay, there is a two reasons are there, guys, here. The first reason